see, I know I had some other questions for you. Um, Talking about Tito and the kind of president that he was, and then comparing with what we're seeing in America right now with this sort of push towards socialism. You know, when I first heard you telling the story about Tito, I was thinking, well, I don't really understand because you're saying you were happy under him, but that kind of government doesn't last. It really depends on the type of leader you have. And so when I look at America and I think, you know, our constitutional republic protects us from getting a leader that's going to be, you know, a violent dictator or somebody like Fidel Castro. And so I know how important it is that we have to protect our constitutional republic. So are you worried at all about what you're seeing in America with socialism? And what do you think that we need to do to protect ourselves?
I'm scared. Not that I'm worried, I'm really scared. That's how started in Yugoslavia. I'll tell you something. There is not racism in United States. There is actually very negative energy of some group of people who are just doing all kinds of felonies and misconducts everywhere just to gain their goal. They're not honest people. They're not because on a first place they say the racism.
Say that again.
Or racism.
Racism. Okay.
It's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
No. They has a motto: Black Lives Matter. White lives is not matter. Every life is matter.
It's funny that you should bring that up because I've watched a debate ensue actually on Facebook over that. And so I'm literally seeing it being divided in two separate camps where there's one side that's saying exactly what you're saying, you know, all lives matter, and we believe all lives matter. And then the other side is saying, but people didn't think Black Lives Matter. And I felt like they should have put the two at the end, you know, Black Lives Matter too. So that way, you know, people would have realized that they were talking about us also, you know, that it's not one side matters and one side doesn't. But what worries me about that group is that I feel like you've got some people in there that are really worried about racism, but then you've got in there the troublemakers that want to have violent protests and destroy things. And then you've got the political operatives in there that are looking at how they can use this organization to further their political agenda. So I have a lot of concern over what I'm seeing right now too.
Me too. I'll tell you, there is no black and white. There is a soul. And soul does not have a color.
Absolutely.
We are all under God. Only one soul on the first place.
You're right.
And I think all those, I'll tell you something, what I was thinking. You don't have to, you can erase this if you want to. I'll tell you. No, honestly. I'll tell you something. You know those black people, which they call them black? For me, they are people.
Yes.
Not black and white.
Yes.
They are talking about kind of liberation and so. Wait a minute. For how many centuries and how many decades they had that problem before? This is a new time. They born now. They have to live their lives now. Why they're digging up something what they heard from somebody, if that is even truth or not? You know.
I know what you're saying. That's an interesting point.
It's just I want to say that was a passing kind of information from history, which is true. Which is true. But can we just forgive, like God told us, you know, thanks to Jefferson, thanks to Lincoln, to all the to do that liberation, and let's just forgive and live together in unity and peace. And this, what is happening right now in America, this is not all Americans' will and and thinking and planning to do. It's just look at the people. If it's just a negative energy, negative force, something to avoid responsibility.
Mm.
You
Interesting.
know, well, yes, those people are not responsible even for themselves, not for the society. What they destroyed everything.
It's interesting that coming
Well,
from where you came from and people not seeing race and not considering race even an issue, for you
no,
to watch this now,
I
this
think
is
it's
very
not.
hard for you to understand.
Well, it's definitely, my opinion, this is not a racism problem. This is political problem.
Okay.
I got from somewhere, from somebody, video which person is telling, yes, you know, I've been paid for that, to demonstrate and to destroy the buildings and, you know, I've
Paid
been paid,
protesters. They were
you
being,
know.
some of them being paid to do that.
Yeah, shall I say from whom? Or not, they gonna put me in a jail.
So,